before we start the Doctor Who podcast this week, some sad news this weekend. As unfortunately, Christopher Bidmead, the script editor for season 18 of Doctor Who, passed away. I know that Frezno took this particularly bad because they had just done a blog post about season 18, and it's your favourite season, is it not, Frezno?
It's my well, yeah, I will call it my favorite Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who season.
Yeah, classic season.
And you could argue some of the later McCoys, but it was really inventive and great. And I did do a blog post, and he died earlier in August, and the news is just coming out. It wasn't that he died literally yesterday.
Okay, it was announced yesterday.
But still, it's eerie because yesterday, August the 30th, 2025, was 45 years since episode 1 of the Leisure Hive, which was first story of the season. So there's a bit of symbolism there, bit of synchronicity, if you will. But Bidmead, he was a fascinating writer. I mean, I know Mike will scream and yell about Fadias, but no. He had an inventiveness. He had this logical mind that went into Doctor Who with a unique vision to make it a little less silly, a little more focused on the rules of the world, and a focus on the science and science fiction. Even if at times he basically just invented magic, like whatever the fuck is going on in Legopolis is just math alchemy. It's mathemagic. But it's still incredibly inventive and mysterious. The season he script edited and helped work on is one of my favorites of all time, and Bidmead will be missed.
He will. And he also went on, as you say, to write Castrovalva and Frontios.
Which are good.
Not a bad career, honestly.
Yeah.
Not a bad career in Doctor Who at all. Mm. But obviously condolences to his family and his friends, and he will be missed. I echo the sentiments.
Yes. We've talked about all of season 18 on this podcast.
We have. But we are doing Tom Baker this week.
Wait, well, we're not talking about the beginning. We're not talking about the end of Tom Baker's run. We're going back to the beginning.
Pretty much so, yes. This is season 12?
Yes.
Yes. Genesis of the Daleks. Sadly not starring Peter Gabriel as Davros, because that would have been amazing.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I'm a Peter Gabriel girly. I prefer the Peter Gabriel Genesis to Phil Collins Genesis. Phil Collins Genesis is still very good, but...
You're allowed to think that, but, yeah. Anyway, to discuss Genesis of the Daleks with me, I'm joined by my two co-hosts. Firstly, to my virtual left, they are the Watcher of the Skies. It's Freezing Inferno.
Hey!
And to my virtual right, this is the world we live in, and these are the hands we're given. It's Clock of Usurper Bear-Nosed Cat.
What's up?
What's up is Genesis of the Daleks. I know that was a rhetorical question, but I don't care. So...
Yeah, this is...
I actually know somebody who was in Genesis.
What?
Adam?
Yeah. No. Kris is secretly Phil Collins.
No!
What? What?
That's a plot twist.
I'm waiting for
Anyways, Genesis of the Daleks.
Can you ask if she is Phil Collins? Can you ask her how she got that monkey to drum in the music video for Coming in the Air Tonight?
Yes, because that's the exact song that she wrote. So yes, I'll get her to explain that.
There you go. Okay.
Can you ask her what it was like to be on Miami Vice and work with noted rat bastard Don Johnson?
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Frezno. So, as we've already established, this is a season 12 story, which means it's Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor, and Liz Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith, and Ian Master as Harry Sullivan, yet to be an imbecile.
That's next story.
Yes, he's not really an imbecile in this one that much.
No,
he's actually really good. I don't know how people think he's an imbecile.
Because he does something very stupid in the next story.
It's an interpretation.
That literally has the Doctor shout, Harry Sullivan is an imbecile.
The way that he's in these episodes is basically when they were thinking, oh, maybe we'll have another older Doctor, kind of like William Hartnell. So they were like, we should hire like a younger character to be like the Ian, someone who can get into fights and stuff. But then they hired Tom Baker, and it's like, oh, he could do all that shit himself. And Harry kind of ended up being a little superfluous. So, but he's good. He's good. He's good. And well,
Yeah.
we're talking about Genesis. It's one of those stories where the traditional Doctor Who fans will be like, "Oh my God, it's bigger than Jesus! I love it. I worship it." And this is one of the rare times where they're kind of right. The story rules.
I mean, traditional is not always bad, and I think this proves that traditional is not always bad.
Not always bad, but sometimes it can blind you to certain things.
It also, is the reason why we didn't get any more 4-part and more stories other than series finales after this.
Well, this is also a thing because 6-parters, the Pertwee years were lousy with 6. Like every season had 2 or 3 6-part stories, and immediately when the new people came in, they're like, okay, these 6-part stories are padded to hell. What can we do? And they came up with the idea of a bit of creative budget playing around because they combined reusing a space station set for Ark in Space and the Revenge of the Cybermen after this. And then they took 6 episodes. They put 4 on the Ark in Space or whatever. And then they shot 2 on a quarry somewhere, and that was the Santaran experiment.
Yeah, that's the story that comes on before this one, yeah.
Yeah, this formed this weird little loose story arc, but we don't really cover any of that. They're teleporting somewhere, but the Time Lords are like, yoink, go on a mission.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
As I say in my notes, the Time Lords are dicks.
Kel Surprise.
Again, what else is new?
Yeah.
What else is new?
But you're right. They basically hijacked the teleporter, and they send the Doctor on a mission because we gave you your freedom, but that means that occasionally you got to do work for us, and we're not allowed to interfere, but we want you to interfere.
I love Tom Baker's reaction. He's like, whatever it is, I won't do it. Daleks, tell me more.
I was talking to Kris about this before, but we were talking about a crossover between Star Trek and Doctor Who, because apparently in one of the series, I forget which one, they put a little Easter egg of the TARDIS next to the Enterprise.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I showed that to her, and she was like, "Oh, the people from Star Trek would hate him." And I'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? They break the Prime Directive all the fucking time."
Okay, I have some thoughts on this. Some things I can share. Firstly, that there's an episode of the show Star Trek Enterprise where so the premise of the show is sometimes there's this war in the future called the Temporal Cold War where people are trying to fuck with the past from the future, and
of course.
the Enterprise, they find this future spaceship that is actually bigger on the inside, and they wanted it and they actually wanted it to be the TARDIS, but they weren't allowed to do it. Or Russell T Davies wanted to involve something later on, but yeah. But also, Kat, if you want Star Trek Doctor Who, there is actually a comic that crosses over the 11th Doctor with Amy Rory with Picard's Enterprise.
Oh my god, yes.
That has to happen. Yeah, I
need this.
I have to see that. Yeah,
I need this.
Not even Star Trek, big Star Trek fan, but I need that.
Okay, hang on. I can find this for
Picard
you.
with Amy and Rory and Matt Smith.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, hang on. I'll just give you the image here. Rain can put the image.
Yes,
in.
I can because we're not using the. Oh my god!
Oh, Mike got a better cover.
That cover is godly.
That's a variant cover, but yeah.
Yeah, but that first cover is
Let
godly.
me see. It says assimilation, so I'm assuming the Borg is involved.
Yeah, assimilation squared.
It's Borg and Cybermen. Which is pretty basic. They're doing the. Oh, why don't we have one of our assimilation creatures go up against another? Also, this variant cover is it's kind of neat.
That's also pretty good. Yeah.
And I don't like the art for Amy, Rory, and the Doctor.
So assimilation squared. Got it. I'll try and track that down later on. That does look rather good.
I can't wait for the inevitable end where the Cybermen and the Borg go up against each other because they're both, that kind of people.
Also relevant to our discussion, there is a flashback issue where Tom Baker meets Captain Kirk and they briefly have an encounter with Cybermen.
Go on.
And it's like the old 70s style Cybermen. So
go on.
If you're
I've never needed anything more in my life than this. Like, good God, this is perfect. Like, seriously, All of the people in Star Trek will simultaneously hate and also love the Doctor.
I don't know. I don't recall how Picard and friends treat the 11th Doctor, but
I can 100% see it as, okay, you are the biggest idiot we have ever seen in our life, but you are a genius. Get your ass back in here and do something.
Yeah. Also, I now need the Doctor to tell Wesley to shut up.
Also, fellas, I'm so sorry. Is it gay to put your girlfriend on your wrist?
Moving on.
Yes, but do it anyway.
Moving on.
It's also $55.
So we get a pretty infamous paradox here, the baby Hitler paradox. The Doctor's mission is to stop the Daleks from being created before it even happens.
Right, honestly, we shouldn't be talking about that until we talk about the wires.
Well, yeah, because that is an iconic scene.
Yeah,
An iconic speech.
But a far more interesting read with this is and I believe Russell T Davies considers this as well. This is the first shot of the Time War.
It is.
This is literally let's fuck around with time and go against the Daleks. And in turn, the Daleks will, get embroiled and fucking around with time and going after the Time Lords. And well,
according to fan canon, this is the first shot of the Time War, and the Daleks started the Time War against the Time Lords as revenge. Once they dealt with the Thals.
Fair.
Fair.
Hey, look, the Time Lords started it.
They did.
Yeah, actually, I can't even argue with that.
I would like to pose this question to everybody. How much of what happened in this serial would have happened if the Doctor had not interfered?
Probably quite a bit of it still.
He doesn't really change that much in the swing of things.
No, he gets a lot of people killed though.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people.
So he gets a lot of people killed. He lets the Daleks know that the Time Lords are out there and kind of hate them. He also gives Davros the ideas that that Daleks aren't perfect and everything and all that good shit.
Yeah, that's an interesting plot point that we'll get to later on.
In the end, he does delay their development by 1,000 years. Which,
he stunts the development by 1,000 years, but he doesn't quite destroy.
You know what could have done that? A missile from space.
Well, the Thals tried. And they kind of succeeded, but not with the Daleks. Anyway,
bigger missile from space.
Interestingly about this story, we do not have the TARDIS for any of it.
No, because, again, the story arc we mentioned.
You really want to have this conundrum? Go back in time and kill baby Davros.
I mean,
there you go.
We did that. We almost did that for The Magician's Apprentice. That's a good two-parter, by the way. I'm sorry, but that's a good two-parter.
Actually, I think Moffat drew inspiration from Harry has a line where it's like, "Oh, pretty soon they'll be fighting with bows and arrows." And I'm pretty sure that in the opening to Magician's Apprentice,
you're right.
They were fighting with bows and arrows.
That's exactly where he got it from.
Moffat is such a classic Who dork. I mean, he's such a dork that he'd probably see something like, I don't know, the part in episode 1 where the Doctor steps on a landmine and it's really tense and everyone rocks under it. He'd probably see that shit and go, I should make an entire episode about that. I could make an entire episode of Doctor Who being stuck on a landmine.
And he did, and it was
great. I'd rethink it a bit instead of being, all about, how the evils of fascism. Maybe talk about something different that's evil, like, say, make it anti-capitalist. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah. And he did. It was great. But instead of the TARDIS, then, we have the Time Ring, a.k.a. the magical mystical MacGuffin.
A.k.a. the thing that is going to keep the story from being resolved until the final moments of episode 6.
Yeah, or also known as Terry Nation's Gotta Eat.
Terry Nation's Gotta Eat.
I will give him some leniency here because he's a great writer. I've just got done watching the final season of the Avengers, not Marvel's Avengers, the 1960s ITV spy-fi
Diana
show.
Rigg Avenger.
Yeah, but the series after that with Linda Thorson.
Okay.
And he did a story called The Takeover, and it could almost be a stage play. It's that good.
Nice.
And it's basically.
I will say something.
Yeah, go on.
I will say something for 10 Age. My usual preferred method of watching Genesis of the Daleks whenever I'm in the mood for this is the Blu-ray has this omnibus version, which I think it might have been taken from like an old VHS or re-airing of it, where they cut it down to 90 minutes. And you'd think, oh, that's cutting out so much. But actually, rewatching the thing, I didn't notice that much was missing. The things I noticed that are missing mainly were the run around in episode 1 where they're like, oh, we need to escape. Oh, let's run from the guards for 5 minutes. Oh, we've been caught again.
There is a bit of filler in this, but I don't think it ruined it.
No, it doesn't ruin it, but also, it just says a testament to how tightly plotted this is. That there's not that much that you need to cut out to make it work at a pace. It's basically just a couple of little runarounds like that and giant clams.
And giant clams, yeah. We'll get to the giant clams. That's episode 3, but episode 1 is basically one big World War I allegory, because we've got trench warfare, we've got chemical weapons, gas masks, landmines, the whole works.
You say World War I, and yet when we get to the Khaleds...
and then that's World War II. But this is trench warfare. This is trench warfare. Which wasn't really a thing in World War II that much.
Well,
They're in literal trenches, my dude. So
we'll just call it the War of the Worlds. How about that?
Yes, that works as well. Robert gets a certain bit where they've put like corpses.
The cat. This wasn't filmed on Zoom and shilling for Amazon. What are you talking about?
God, no. She didn't mean that War of the Worlds. We will not speak that evil.
That was so shit.
We do not speak about that evil.
Oh God.
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, and it's like, good God.
I listened to KZX and his friends react to it. That was enough.
I heard Joe talk about it. Sounds terrible. We all owe Steven Spielberg.
The day is saved by an Amazon drone.
No, she's right.
Sure.
They literally go like, oh, homeless person, you need to risk your life. Here, we'll give you a $1,000 Amazon gift card for free use on Amazon.com if you help us. The day is
saved. Oh no! What will we ever do? Oh, we must ask our Lord and Savior Jeff Bezos.
Christ almighty.
I love that Frezno's might cut out during some of that, but yeah, it's absolutely awful. Tom Cruise.
Do you want some help with burying your nose deeper into his ass?
Again, Tom Cruise always forgiven. Well, some of it's forgiven.
Yeah.
No, nothing is forgiven for Tom Cruise. Never forgive Tom Cruise.
I'm talking about his version of War of the Worlds.
Which
wasn't great, but it's a lot better than that one.
I don't care. We do not forgive Tom Cruise, ever.
Okay.
Do we need to forgive him to think that the Mission Impossible movies have some pretty good set pieces?
No, we don't forgive him for anything.
We've got a pretty disconcerting bit in this trip. Sorry.
I'm not going to say the name of it, because otherwise people will be, like, fucked over. May I remind you of what quote-unquote religion he's part of?
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And also, if I had a nickel for every single time I heard of some white guy destroying a couch, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yes, I can't believe James Bond destroyed that couch with Whisper on it. Well, that doesn't work because it's Conniving did that shit. The joke doesn't work. Move on. There's a bit of a disconcerting moment where there's like corpses laid out on the trench to make it look like they're living and breathing defenders, and then some of the extras are actually breathing quite clearly.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do? Put dummies there? They can't afford dummies.
Yes, they can.
They literally do for five of the Daleks.
They used all the dummies to blow up Autons. So.
True.
They used all the dummies to write the script for some of these episodes. You know, like and.
I'm gonna say not these particular episodes, but yes. Then where do we get to? Yeah, we have a few escape attempts that don't work out because the Khaleds, not the Daleks yet, the Khaleds capture Sarah, Jane, Harry, and the Doctor.
They don't capture Sarah because
she gets separated from them. Yes.
Yes, because we had to do that in classic Doctor Who events.
She's found by mutos or mutants,
which sounds like a slur. It sounds like that should be a slur.
It does sound like a slur, doesn't it? Particularly the way these poor things are treated.
Because the Khaleds are all about racial purity.
And so are the Thals, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
The Thals aren't much better in that regard.
It's interesting. You go back to the original Dalek story, and the Daleks are like these evil fascists, and the Thals are like pacifists. They're glam rock hippies, basically. And then you come to this one years later, and they're both like warmongering fuckheads who've been fighting for 1,000 years.
Thals literally building a rocket with slave labor.
Yeah, like with radioactive tipped or whatever, and it's like, oh, you kids work on that. We took out the protective shielding to save money. So after a few shifts of moving, we die of radiation poisoning. Wow, radiation poisoning! It really is a Terra Nation Dalek script.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice we are willing to make.
Yeah, which is really funny considering what happens what the Thal leader says when they do blow everything up with their rocket.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, not the first time we had a radiation poisoning in a Terra Nation Dalek story, is it?
If I had a nickel, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. You'd be rich.
I will say, I do like the fact that neither side is the good side, technically.
They're not.
Like,
no.
They're both equally shitholes.
It's almost like war is
they're
terrible.
Both equally shitholes.
Yeah, the Thals eventually
exactly.
The Thals, as we say, eventually become good after like 1,000 years of reflection. Meanwhile, the Daleks just stay the same as they are and kill everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's the whole point of the Daleks is that they stagnate because they're disgusting beings that, don't want to evolve or change that much. And when they do evolve and change, they go up against each other.
Yeah. So we have
like
our
real fascists.
We have our secondary antagonists who are the Khaled elite, and some of them will not be antagonists for very much longer.
Oh, you're telling me the Daleks and the Khaleds are fascists? It's almost like they have this special little salute that... Oh, they do.
Yeah, they actually do.
Oh, and it even goes further than that with Niter.
Oh, how weird. Now they're wearing these red hats that look very familiar.
No. Literally. Rain.
Yeah.
Literally the thing you put there.
You're right, yeah. Apparently, that Iron Cross prop that Niter's wearing in parts 1 and 2 is not a prop!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a real Iron Cross. Yeah, I don't know why it's a real Iron Cross, but it is.
And
I dearly hope that at some point it got melted the fuck down.
Well,
after
it
this.
disappears after part 2 for reasons unknown.
Well, the reason is
probably very good reasons.
The reason is that whoever, I guess the director or whoever knows is like, hey, you can't wear a fucking Iron Cross, Doctor. Get that shit off.
But then they didn't reshoot the scenes with the cross on it.
I mean, they have budget and turnaround of your lunch.
I suppose so, but it's still a bit of a yikes moment.
Yeah.
And the actor says he based his performance on Himmler, one of Hitler's henchmen.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna play a fascist, you might as well.
Yeah. And now here's an interesting thing about so Terra Nation says that he did not originally intend for the Daleks to be space Nazis when he wrote the Daleks.
Bullshit.
But he admits that he must have been influenced by World War II, and he absolutely did write them as space Nazis.
Absolutely.
He didn't intend to, so in this story, he just goes all in on it. Like the coloured uniforms are like actual Wehrmacht military uniforms. Nida with his salute and his Iron Cross. That's a sentence I wish I'd never have to say again. The Daleks being, racial purity and exterminate all the lesser races. You get the point, right? He went all in on the World War II thing. Mm-hmm. It does work. It's a bit problematic, but it does work.
I mean, saying fascism is bad and watching all these fucking fascists get killed, either by, bad things happening to them or leopards eating their own faces.
Yeah.
Victory, goodness wins over...
Things happen.
Yeah. And
things happen.
Back to the Thals. Originally, Sarah Jane was going to get radiation poisoning in part 3. That was changed, thank God. Because it's too much.
I mean, she still kind of does. It's just they treat it more as exhaustion than anything.
She gets a much worse fate. She falls.
She can have a little radiation poisoning.
There's a jailbreak. There's a jailbreak in part 2.
Yes.
It's still good. She's just a little poisoned.
It's
just for you, Sarah Jane. Just a little radiation poisoning.
it's a Terry Nation story. There are like 5 jailbreaks in it.
You've just reminded me of my favourite accounts of someone, because in the 1800s, radium was just this magical new thing that was good for you because it was glowing, and therefore if it was glowing, it had to be good for you, right? And it horribly poisoned people. And I think people would have radium water, like water with radium in it. And one of my favourite accounts of somebody that drank this water is that the radium water worked fine until his jaw fell off.
Oh, God.
That's a real thing that happened.
Thrice alive.
Thankfully, Sarah Jane's jaw does not fall off, but she does fall off from a height when she gets shot at.
I'm making fun of, it's a Terry Nation story. Here's capture and escape loop, but this actually works. I mean, I think they filmed it in the actual film studio as opposed to in the BBC television.
They did, but it leads to an hilarious mistake that gives birth to a popular technique for cliffhangers these days.
I really like it though, the way that they're and it's edited well because it's probably just 10 feet off the ground and just climbing up over and over. But the way it's edited really makes you feel like they're climbing up and up while these dolls are shooting at these people and they're falling and they're going.
Yeah. It is very well shot, but this is actually this freeze frame cliffhanger was to cover up a big goof, and I have to talk about this because it's funny.
Okay.
So
go on.
Huge production mistakes. So Sarah leaves a slave jailbreak with the Mutos and with a coloured officer who was also in prison with her. He gets shot. A lot of people get shot. Muto named Severin survives with her, and then part 2 cliffhanger. She falls. She doesn't actually, die, but she falls, and it's a freeze frame. But they originally had Liz Sladen do the stunt and fall, and then had a stunt double complete the fall. So far, so good. Except that Liz Sladen fell from 10 feet, and the stunt double fell from 8 feet, so it didn't match up.
Oops.
So how do we do that? Well, we'll freeze frame it. And the director thought, that's a cool technique, I'll use that again.
Yeah, actually, I think the same director, Dave Maloney, he did a lot of Tom Baker Doctor Who, including, I do believe he did direct.
Yeah.
But he also directed a little story called The Deadly Assassin, which famously has a cliffhanger that ends on a freeze frame, where Tom Baker is being throttled by a guy and shoved into the ground. You're finished, Doctor. You're finished. And they freeze frame on him under the water. And this got the show in serious trouble for reasons we will get to when we ever do.
It got him in serious trouble too. He got a slap on the wrist for it.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that again.
The short version, basically imagine the most British version of Helen Lovejoy possible blending of this.
Oh my God.
I don't know what a Helen Lovejoy is.
What?
The Simpsons? Won't someone please think of the children?
The Reverend's wife in The Simpsons.
Oh,
Okay, I'll rephrase.
Yeah, you lost me.
Imagine the most nosy busybody imaginable, concerned about the poor children being mentally scarred by the image of Doctor Who drowning and making a big complaint about it.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if this...
Oh, so it's a Karen.
Yes.
Okay.
You just said it was a Karen.
I'm trying to figure out if that's a George Michael moment or not. I don't think it is.
I don't know. George Michael, he should have been in a band or something. Anyway,
more
really should have.
More hilarity from part 2 then. Unintentional hilarity. There's a scene where the Dalek is unveiled for the first time. It doesn't have a gun stick. So two of the Carlers have to attach its gun stick to the Dalek. And they do a terrible job of it. The actors can't get the gun stick onto the Dalek, so they have to cut to an edit of Tom Baker's face. And then they finally managed it, but I thought that was quite funny.
Goodness gracious.
I still don't know why Nyder had a non-prop Iron Cross. I can understand it was a prop Iron Cross because he's basing it off Himmler, but why a real one? Why?
Why not?
Who thought that was okay?
Peter Miles, apparently.
or somebody giving him the cross to wear. Yeah, but anyway, part 3, giant clams.
Giant clams.
Why?
Again, why?
Why not?
Because Terry Nation's got to eat.
So they can afford the stuff to make giant clams, but they can't put dummies in the trenches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Priorities. Giant clams.
Weird ass priorities.
Yeah,
Giant clams.
This begins one of those things where, honestly, you could pick apart this story logically if you really want to, but you kind of accept it. The fact that these two, the Cowards and the Thals, are at war under these domes, and yet there are like 5 million ways to just go back between them willy-nilly anytime you want.
Yeah, as we say,
just walk through the tunnel with 2 giant clams to get to the Thal base.
And then Davros and Nida will literally just turn up. Just turn
As
up.
they do.
We don't even have to get past the clams.
Clam.
Which the giant clam tries to chew off Harry's leg, and the Doctor has to smash it with a rock and pry it open with a stalactite.
I'll smash
Which
it with
is
a
normal.
hammer.
Like you do.
Yeah. And then we meet, I think, like the only named Thor character in this story.
Yeah.
And the only female character that's not named Sarah Jane in this story, Betan.
Yeah.
She's not great.
Eh.
Also, two fun facts about Betan. First one is that in the original script, she was actually a man. And they changed it thinking, no,
Not surprised.
we need a woman in this story that isn't Sarah Jane. And the second one will be relevant to Frezno's interests because
Ayo.
she was replaced by a splinter of Clara Oswald.
Oh. Wow. When did this happen?
There's a series of comics
The
where
magic words.
Clara Splinters replace characters from the Doctor's past. GF and the Seeds of Death.
I don't know who that is.
The woman that's getting married in Father's Day.
Oh my god.
And there's a couple of others as well. So there's like photoshops of Jenna Coleman as these characters. Some of them work out, some of them really don't work out.
You're mentioning Clara to me.
Yeah, got to keep you on side. Got to keep you on side.
It's working.
Anyway, this character does survive.
Yes.
She's one of the only named characters that does survive.
Somehow she does.
Yeah, Severin survives because
Severin.
I'm actually happy about that because he's actually kind of brave, despite the fact he's a mutant.
I was surprised. I expected this guy to like do a noble self-sacrifice. Like maybe, oh no, there's a Dalek coming. I've got the explosives. Go, Doctor!
I'm actually glad he didn't.
I'm glad. Yeah,
Same.
It's good.
I kind of like Severin.
That would have been cheap as fuck.
And it looks like he's going to get to rebuild Thal Society with the Thals at the end of the story.
I guess that's why you need a woman, because otherwise it's like, how the hell?
No, let's not go there.
No.
Well, but also, if she's the only woman, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's not what I'm...
May I remind everybody, in the Bible, there was only Adam and Eve. They had 3 sons. Just saying.
Yeah, until one murdered the other.
So what you're saying is,
How did that happen?
So what you're saying is, Scarrow is below the Bible Belt.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
And we're taking off the air.
I feel like that's amazing.
Wait, we're only just now?
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. I would like to make no comment about rumors regarding a certain world figure in political.
They're not true rumors. I'm sorry, but they're not.
They will get what they deserve.
Will they?
May they have the day they deserve.
Will they? Anyway, I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole.
Speaking of-
Instead, let's go
speaking
to
of
something
people
wholesome, like
getting
the
what they
first
deserve.
Dalek extermination in chronological history. No.
Which it's hard to feel bad about this because all these fuckers are fascists. So
Well, they kind of are, but they think they've gone too far. So,
it is a fascist who thinks, "Oh my god, I've gone too well." Then again, wait, that's hang on.
Yeah.
That's Oscar Schindler, basically.
Yeah.
Which you can debate the morals of that, but either way, this guy gets thrown under the bus.
Yeah, Ronson, the one of the scientists.
He helped the Doctor and Harry escape, and then Davros is like, oh, I need to weed out my opposition. Oh, I know. I'll say that this guy was responsible for the betrayal that I did, and that will kill him.
We forgot to get to that, but yes. So this is the first chronological victim of the Daleks, but the first character to die on screen to a Dalek was Temesis in the Daleks.
Naturally. Oh, yeah. So Davros is fucked up in this because he's, the Doctor and Harry basically get to go to the Khaled leaders or whatever, and they're like, hey, the Daleks are totally fucked up, And they're like, these Dalek things do sound totally fucked up. We should look into this. Look into this. I want you to destroy. No, look into it and suspend all further Dalek experiments.
We'll table this. We'll table this.
Davros responds to this by going, I'm going to exterminate my entire species so I can continue to make my fucked up tank boys.
He also responds by betraying his own people to the Falls.
That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, he goes over there and he's like, oh, hey, guys, we've been fighting for 1,000 years, but I think the fighting should end. So here's the magic formula that will dissolve the shields on our dome and let you blow it to pieces and kill everyone. Peace.
Hi, guys. I want to achieve peace. Let's achieve peace by killing everybody. Hi.
Again, there are no good sides in this war, but,
None.
Apart from the Doctor, but yes.
The question remains, if you want to think about it logically, if his plan was to just go there in like 5 seconds, send the Daleks in. Why didn't you just send the Daleks in and kill them? But, one, Ryder's got to eat, and two, because then the Khaleds would still be like, maybe you shouldn't be allowed to experiment. And Davros is like, no, I want to do whatever I want.
Yeah, by killing the government, or most of the government, he's consolidating his own power. So it does make sense.
Because he's an opportunistic little fascist shit.
Plus, he also managed to pin it on Ronson, so he gets killed. And that's, two birds with one stone. The Doctor thinks that Sarah Jane and Harry are dead. Because he thought they were on the rocket.
God, this is actually really tense.
Well, no, he didn't think they were on the rocket. He thought they were in the city.
Yeah, but actually they were captured again by mutants, and that's what saved them.
Okay. I want to talk about this because the part 3 cliffhanger is literally just the Doctor stopped the rocket, but the guy at fence and he gets shot. The cliffhanger should have been what happens 2 seconds later, where it's like, we're going to launch the rocket and kill them all. Oh, but Harry and Sarah are going to be killed.
It was going to be,
10,
but
9, 8.
It was going to be the cliffhanger, and they ran out of time.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
That would have worked way more dramatically than...
No, they screwed up their time, so they had to make that the part 3 cliffhanger. Because part 1 is just the Daleks shooting at targets, and Davros is like, excellent. Part 2 is Sarah Jane falls. Part 3's cliffhanger is the electrocution. Part
4 is, you gotta tell... Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, but, we'll get to that scene, my God.
But, the Doctor's really kind of... He's bummed out, of course, but he's like, he's gonna keep on going, because he thinks they're dead. And this is the wild thing to me, because for all this shit with the Thals, where they're like, make the slaves work, who cares if they die of radiation poisoning? The leader's like, hooray, we've exterminated them all! And as for the prisoners, the hell with it. All crimes are forgiven.
And then they get killed by the Daleks, and good.
And then
Which, makes them a little bit better than the Khaleds. Not much better, but a little bit.
Just a little bit. The guy who presumably ordered, make those people work themselves to death on our radioactive rocket is like, all crime is forgiven. Hooray, we're the winners.
Wait, why are these Daleks here?
Congrats, everybody. We won.
Oh, wow, Davros brought us some leopards to celebrate. Wait, why are they... they want to get to my face to lick it? Wait, what are they doing? Ah!
Yeah, so the Daleks exterminate a lot of the Thals. Some do escape, including Batan.
Honestly, actually, it's more like, hey, Davros brought us this butter-scented stuff to rub on our faces. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's basically that, yes. What's this meat?
Hey, look, some leopards.
What's this meat paste we've been told to put on our faces? That can't have any negative connotations at all, can it? Oh dear God, we're being devoured.
Oh my God.
So there, a large amount of the Thals are gone. The entire Kal-El ruling government is gone. And we're about to see a lot more death and murder in part 6. But before we get to that, I want to talk about what I think is a little bit of genius here, where it's not what you do see, it's what you don't see. They have the Doctor, Harry, and Sarah Jane see inside the hatchery, the Dalek hatchery, and we don't see what's inside it at first.
I mean, we kind of do.
But not when they look into
it's
it. We just see them looking, and Harry's like, oh, and Sarah's like, oh, and that's like really good way to tell you this is not a good thing.
Just blobs.
It's good acting.
Yeah, it's good acting. This hatchery will come out later, but for now,
in part 5.
Here we have political squabbling. And the conspiracy against Davros, which again, a lot of the back half of Genesis is what you could call the idiot plot, where everyone has to be an idiot for things to go correctly. I can excuse it. I can excuse such things, but it has to be pointed out that this resistance is so stupid that you're surrounded by armed guards, scientists. You walk up and you whisper, "Hey, I'm thinking of rebelling against Davros. What do you think? We should stop him. I think we should stop him."
And also, they literally get the names of their conspirators. Tenida.
This resistance is just the dumbest fucking resistance.
It really is.
I think we should resist Davros.
Wait, why is the
microphone you're shouting that, right? No, I'm not.
Yeah. What do you mean the loudspeaker was on? What do you mean he heard it?
Nyder gets to do an amazing fool by walking up to him.
I hear you want to start a rebellion. Can you talk about that into my lapel a little bit louder?
Like, you're basically not wrong. It's just like, I need to meet you in secret. Oh, I think Davros is bad. I think Davros is bad too. Oh, that's great. I probably can get some guards to be on my side. Who's on your side? Oh, let me tell you all the people who are on my side. Thank you.
Live update, by the way, on the Iron Cross. Apparently, it was broken up.
Good.
Thank God.
Good.
Again, why was it even here? So Nyder plays both sides, but actually he's just working for Davros. He plays a good part, but again, Iron Cross.
Yeah.
Which kind of took me out of it. But we have two factions, essentially. We have two factions of Kal-Eds. We have Garman and his loyalists on one side, and we have Davros, Nyder, Davros' scientists, and a Kal-Ed named Kravos.
I have to talk about this Garman fellow because he's been on Doctor Who before. This was his second appearance.
And what was his first?
Did he help the Doctor with directions?
No. He was previously some guy in The Chase, which is another Dalek story. But about 10 years after Genesis of the Daleks, he played another character. He played a loving father who was concerned about the well-being of his twin boys.
No! No!
Yes.
What a dilemma.
Yeah.
What was that, Cat?
What a dilemma.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a dilemma.
Okay, that's completely taken me out of it.
Also, is Garmin a descendant of Tom Tom?
What?
You know, Tom. The one who helped Strax get around.
Cat, that is a quality joke and I'm applauding you.
Amazing.
In all the fact that Frezno didn't get it, that was a quality joke.
I have no idea what's going on.
They're both GPS units.
Yeah, they're both GPS systems.
There's a GPS system named Garnham?
Yeah.
Yes, I had one.
And also they had Thomas helping out Strax.
Yes.
In an absolutely brilliant bit.
Turn left, sir.
There's a reason why the Crimson
I will
Aura...
not apologize for that act.
There's a reason why the Crimson Aura rules. This is one of many reasons why it rules. Dino Rig is another reason why it rules.
Basically, rebellion breaks out because Davros is like, "Hey, you know these Daleks? Hey, why don't you take away all their empathy, and just make them ruthless, amoral killing machines?" And they're like, "We don't want to do as I say, goddammit!"
Yeah.
And then Davros is like, "Oh, look, some meat paste. I'll just rub this on my face real fast while I'm here."
Oh, gee, you guys are rebelling against me? Well, I mean, I guess I see your point. Why don't we all convene in the big hall in the lab where we can discuss this democratically?
With no entrances or exits.
And you can gather all my opposition in one space, and we can talk this out.
Yes.
Very, very slowly.
We can compromise with
No,
guns.
you're talking too fast.
Sorry.
Let's discuss this slowly.
Okay. We can compromise.
And Daleks come in.
With guns.
Oh no, what a shock. we just condensed like
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah. The first of
condensed
two.
like 3 episodes of story into that.
Yeah, well, it's fine because we were doing the omnibus version. I don't know, omnibus version.
Yes.
But yeah, this young Carla who's
sure
on Davros' side, kind of. Apparently, Davros gave him a heart implant to save his life. Kravos.
Mm-hmm.
So
A pacemaker, essentially.
he basically plays on that to like blackmail him. It doesn't actually work, as we'll find out in part 6. Yeah. And then we do get the Dalek hatchery in part 5. And we get the Doctor getting strangled by green blobs at the end of part 5.
Yeah, but before that.
Oh no, torture scene, yeah.
Yeah, this is some really interesting shit. So the
Torture and
cliffhanger
tapes.
Yeah. So Doctor Who, Harry, and Sarah all hooked up shit, and Davros is like, "Oh, what? You're from the future? Oh, and the Daleks lose? That can't be right. The Daleks are invincible. No, they're not. Well, how do they lose? I ain't telling you that shit. Yes, you are, or else I'll torture your friend."
And himself.
We should probably step back for a bit, and I'll ask this. How do you feel about Michael Wisher, Davros? I think this is the only time this guy ever played Davros.
I think he's good.
He's alright.
He's no Terry Malloy, but he's good.
Yeah.
I do like him shouting, "You will tell me!" at the end of part 4.
Yeah, when he shouts, he definitely has that Dalek inflection. You can see where they get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's got the right amount of Davrosness for him to be the character. But it's definitely the second actor that really made Davros.
I mean, yeah, but on the other hand, Terry Malloy didn't wear a kilt underneath.
Michael Wisher wore a kilt?
He wore a kilt because it was uncomfortable for him to wear trousers in that costume.
Okay, I get it. But
To be fair, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so he wore a kilt during filming. But, yeah, I think Terry Malloy is the better Davros.
He's already wearing a metal skirt. Might as well make it complete with the, the actual kilt.
And then I'm not sure where Julian Bleach ranks compared to Malloy.
Pretty good.
He's also pretty damn good, isn't he? Yeah.
But, yeah, Doctor Who proceeds to tell Davros how all the Daleks got beaten. And he starts by a hilariously kind of inaccurate retelling of Dalek Invasion of Earth, where he says it's the year 2000 instead of whenever the hell that... I think it was 2150 that was supposed to happen. But Terry Nation didn't read his old script, so who cares? And then all the rest are just made up. He doesn't say for instance...
I mean, it works. He could be making it up so they don't get the actual data, but...
And then on the planet Mechanus, they were killed by giant flamethrowers.
Yeah. That's the chase
And then
again.
on the Mary Celeste, a bunch of people panicked and pushed one off and it died. And in a haunted house, a fucking animatronic of Frankenstein suplexed one.
And it exploded, yeah.
And then there was this one time where they were defeated by stairs.
One time?
Several times.
Yeah.
Several
Many
times.
That's what makes that cliffhanger in
told-
Rebels so damn memorable.
And then this hasn't happened yet, but then one time they were beaten to death by a baseball bat.
That hasn't happened yet, yeah. I still love the Pip made the edit of that scene.
But it's
when it's ascending the stairs. Oh my god! I'm doing it! I'm actually doing it! I'm flying! Whee! This is awesome!
I need to go find that again. It's so good.
And then we're like, and then in the year 2021, a whole bunch of Daleks will be tricked into a TARDIS, which I will then implode from the inside because they're totally sentient.
Oh my god.
And also, I will be a woman that's really badly written, but will be an actually good actress.
We have to move on.
Never!
You're right about that last part, but we have to move on.
And then one day, your creations will realize they peaked in the dead planet.
And the tape just explodes on that revelation.
And then one day, the audience will realize, man, they're really running out of ideas for the Daleks to use every year, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. We should talk about one of the big...
and then one day, your contract with the Nation Estate will run out.
Rain, talk about the vial.
Yeah, so, firstly, this information is on a tape, so now we have a second reason for the Doctor that he can't leave. He has to destroy the recording.
Mm-hmm.
And get the time ring, which gets lost again. It gets confiscated in part 2. They get it back. It gets lost again.
Because he has to fight Niter briefly. In
this damn ring is worth more trouble than it's worth. It's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
And then we get the hatchery.
No. We got to talk about the vial.
The vial?
You know, the Doctor and Davros are talking, and the Doctor's
oh
like,
yeah, sorry, yeah, the
germ thing.
Yeah, if you had a virus, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That would destroy all life. Would you use it? Yes.
And Davros basically is like, yes, Doctor, I am completely fucking insane.
Yeah, good to know.
You know, Michael Wisher, the way he delivers this is great. He's just like, he just says it in this quiet reference to hold my hand. Something that could cause such destruction on a massive scale, to hold the power of life and death.
Yeah.
Yes, I would do it. And that power would set me above the gods!
I love the fact that they called back to this in the Witch's Familiar in Series 9.
Again, Moffat really likes this story.
Where Davros is trying to goad the Doctor into killing the Daleks.
Yeah.
Hold in your hand the heartbeat of every Dalek on Skaro. So many backs with a single knife.
Which the Doctor will do, because this whole scene with the virus pairs nicely with the part... It's not the part 5 cliffhanger. The part 5 cliffhanger is they're going to blow it up with some explosives they found. And he's like, oh, I'll just go in and get it. I'll just go in and set the explosive. I'll be fine. And he comes out...
Yeah. It gets wrapped around several mutants' tentacles.
Which, it doesn't look like that convincing in the fact that it's an okay cliffhanger. But what comes after he gets set off? He's holding the wires, and, well, this is the scene.
Yeah. This is like the iconic speech.
It's baby's first philosophical conundrum.
I mean, he should have just done it.
You had the chance to kill tiny baby Hitler, would you?
He should have just done it, I think. But
he doesn't say tiny baby Hitler, but he does say something very similar. If someone pointed out to you a child and told you that child was a dictator who would kill millions, could you then kill that child?
I mean, he's basically saying Hitler without saying Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the entire episode is about Nazis, fucking salutes and jackboots and iron crosses. But
yeah.
It's would you kill baby Hitler? Which Sarah Jane says, yes, you should fucking kill baby Hitler. But the Doctor, he doesn't want to do it because he has deep-rooted morals and doesn't want to have that on his conscience. I mean,
he also tries to argue that the Daleks actually bring about some good in the sense that they unite species against them to fight them. Which
tell that to all the people that they've killed.
I know. But also, if the Daleks are not there, could something even worse take their place?
That is the ultimate question that you do have to ask yourself.
That's always the dilemma of changing history, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if
Which
he
is
changes it
unfortunate
for the
because,
worse?
like, that is always the question is, if you do manage to defeat the ultimate evil by going back in time and getting rid of it, have you actually defeated the ultimate evil, or have you just delayed the inevitable?
Or made something worse happen.
Or made something worse, yes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to be fair, you did just kill a baby. You're not going to be, like, the best friend of everybody in that vicinity.
No, you're not. You're not. Anyway, Gardman means that the Doctor does not have to do this because he says, we've won. We've won, Doctor. Davros has admitted defeat, and how does that work out for you, buddy? But the Doctor's actually grateful to him and says, you will not know how grateful I am to you, Garman. He won't know because he'll be dead in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But he puts the wires down. We will revisit this in about 15 minutes' time, believe it or not.
He doesn't pull the wires down. He, like, pulls them out, too.
Yeah, but we will revisit this
He'll go back.
in 15
But
minutes.
Also, I just wanted to say that the weight of this decision will echo into the future. I mean, look at New Doctor Who, where when he did do this sort of act to end the Time War, which he really didn't. It weighed on him for about 2.5 incarnations.
Yeah.
So, yeah, heavy shit.
Well, until the truth was revealed, and then it was like, cool, you didn't actually do it.
Cool,
Pussy.
we didn't actually do it. Gallifrey is saved up until someone decides to blow it up again, because remember 2000.
Yeah.
And then they restore it again, and then it's like, cool, it's back. And then the Master comes in and is like, nah, everybody's dead again.
Yes, but...
Dude, fucking leave it dead or something. Just do something.
Yeah.
Stop killing Gallifrey for 5 seconds.
We then get the inevitable betrayal scene where
Oh no! The Daleks have come into the room and killed all the people who were against Davros, who gathered in this enclosed space.
and also Kravos, even though he was one of his
Who would
loyalists.
have it?
He was one of his loyalists, but he tries to stop the slaughter, so it's like, oh no, you're dead too. Bye, buddy.
Well, I mean, he didn't go over to Davros' side, so it's like, no, fuck you, buddy. Either way.
Nina literally throws him into the path of the beam.
Cold shit.
That is very cold. He doesn't like betray Davros. It's like he's like, this has gone too far. Oh right, you're dead now. Because any kind of act against him is, I guess, a treachery in his crazy world. I guess. It's hard to care because, they're kind of fascists. And then the Doctor says, you know what? I'll try and destroy the Daleks after all. You're a little late for that, Doctor.
Well, now it's not a philosophical debate, It's,
Yeah, we have to do this. So Harry, Sarah, get out of here, and I'll deal with this. And then a Dalek does the job for him.
I'm sorry, but it's just like, oh, this is such a conundrum. I can't do this. Wait, they killed everybody? Okay, suddenly I can do this.
And also, now I'm going to do this. Oh, a Dalek went over it and did. Oh, my hands are clean.
Yeah. I genuinely
Can I say one thing that kind of annoys me about this serial?
Yeah.
How, like, nothing it is, in a way.
Mm.
Like, they keep trying to do stuff. Like, Sarah Jane tries to escape. She gets up to the top, she gets recaptured. The Doctor tries to escape with Harry. They get recaptured. Other people try to escape. They get recaptured. People try to start a rebellion. They get captured and get thrown in jail. Like, it's so nothing in so many places.
Yeah.
It's like you're on a playground and you're playing, a game, and it's like, I tagged you, and they're like, I put up a force field.
Mm-hmm.
What? But I have this device that nullifies your force field. My force field's strong against everything. It's like, bitch, just tag them.
I will admit to something now. I last saw the story during the Doctor Who marathon watch along on Twitch, and I thought that the Doctor did not destroy the hatchery. I thought he completely failed.
No.
I forgot the Dalek blew it up for him, but it doesn't actually wipe out the Daleks. It wipes out those Daleks, but not all the Daleks.
Which on the one hand, you can say, oh, in this story where they're like, your mission is to destroy the Daleks. You're really going, yes, they're going to destroy the most popular monster in Doctor Who history forever, for good. This is totally going to happen. But on the other hand, Kat does have a point where, like, somebody could have a W over these 6 parts.
Seriously.
On the Daleks, you mean, yeah.
Not even that, but just, like, let Sarah Jane escape for a bit. Like, let her start up a rebellion with the other... I hate to say this word, but the muties or something, so that they can start actually doing something, other than just sitting there and preparing the rocket.
Again,
like,
I'm glad that Severin survived.
This is so nothing.
I'm glad that Severin survived.
Here you go. I know why they wrote her into it, but give her part to Sarah. Have her get out of the dome and yeah, do the thing. Like,
yeah.
Work with the other Thals who have realized, oh, our things are dead. The Khalids are evil. We'll work with you and gather up the mutants and work together at the end there. That's a good plotline for her. But,
but unfortunately we didn't get that. But
we didn't get that. But
what we do get is more leopards eating people's faces.
Yes.
So the Thals cause a cave-in with an explosion. The Doctor barely survives. Bethany was going to prepare to blow up the Doctor. So she's a great character. And then we see the rest of the story play out with them watching CCTV, kind of. So the Daleks and the surviving Khalids are in the bunker. And then Davros is shocked to find that the production line has been restarted by the Daleks.
What? The amoral Daleks are no longer under my control and won't listen to reason or empathy? What? No. What? They're killing all our people? Those are our people.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to apply racial purity to the people who aren't like you because those are our people. Oh no, they're all dying.
The first one to get it is Nida, thank God. He runs to stop the production line. There's like a machine on the wall, I guess, that would stop them. He gets exterminated. Good. And then at this point, the other cars don't like try to run away or back off. They're just like frozen with fear, I guess.
Boom! They're all dead.
Yeah, the Devil's like, see, these are men of science. They help create you, and the Daleks don't care.
No, the especially goddamn is when it's like, no, have pity. Pity? I do not understand that word.
That's a great.
The meat paste all over my face.
Yeah, that's a great moment. And he apparently dies, Davros, but we know that he doesn't.
Yeah, well,
because he's back.
It's left up. Yeah. They don't show the body, but you see the extermination, and he goes, ah.
Yeah,
like,
well, you hear exterminate. There's a flash of light. Davros screams, and the Dalek reacts like he's dead. But he's back in the next Dalek serial, which is Destiny of the Daleks.
And then back for many more since he's a legacy character.
There was at least a scene that apparently showed how he survived. His life support system saves his life.
Well, I mean, somebody probably made up some shit in Destiny.
This gets retconned that he's just revived. Yes. Oh, as Kat said in the notes, he escaped. I also accept that.
Yeah. Yes.
But come on, a villain as good as this was never going to be used for just one time.
And indeed, he's back for. He's in every classic Doctor Who Dalek story.
He is. Yes, including the one I really didn't like.
Revelation?
No, Resurrection.
Oh, yeah.
That's dire.
Yeah.
That really made me feel bad watching that.
What if classic Doctor Who monsters go gun, shooty, and man fall over and go, arg!
Yeah, and the weird thing is, that's this story too, but it works.
Well, yeah, because it's, it grapples with philosophical debates about, killing baby Hitler and altering the future and the good and bad of what good could come out of the Daleks and all that other shit. And, whereas the other story is like, what if people's faces melted? Dude, that'd be so hardcore.
Yeah, true. And then Eric Stewart has a lot to answer for. And then the end is just like we say goodbye to Severin, we say goodbye to the surviving Thals. They're going to try and rebuild. They find the time ring and spin!
Bean!
Spin to win, and that is Genesis of the Daleks. Done and
And the
dusted.
Daleks are sealed in the bunker, but they're surviving in their production line. That will lead us straight into the original Dalek story. William.
Yes, it will. Where the Thors
The end.
all wiped out at that point.
Ooh. Yes.
So, woo. Also pointing out the irony that the first genocide that the Daleks make happen is their own former race.
Well, yeah, because that's the entire thing with Daleks. Anything that's not a Dalek, kill it.
Including what they used to be. Yeah.
Mm.
So that was Genesis of the Daleks.
You're not a Dalek, and you're not a Dalek. Everything's not a Dalek.
Well,
And speaking of Tom Cruise,
going back to that fuck-ass revolution, even Daleks who weren't made as Daleks aren't Daleks.
Yeah, that's true. And then again, in Remembrance, but Remembrance is a damn fine story.
It is. Anyway, talk about what you liked about this one.
Yeah, so overall thoughts then. Kat, would you like to go first?
It was an alright story. Again, like I said before, my biggest issue is the fact that there's so much nothing in this. Like, something happens and then it almost immediately is undone and doesn't advance the plot in any way. Like, the whole Sarah Jane thing where she escapes, it's like there's no reason for her to do that whole bit. It just serves to kill a bunch of other people, and she is right back in the same position that she was before. Cool. We had a couple of minutes of writers gotta eat, essentially. We had to retcon the Davros thing afterwards. And those are my biggest criticisms. But honestly, like, Davros was great. He wasn't perfect because, it's not the classic Davros that we all know and love. Mostly. It's still Davros. But, it's Davros. It's the beginning of the Daleks, essentially. I don't want to say the title because I'm not a title-dropping asshole. Being able to see that creation was cool. The politics at play and everything. I kind of wish that the story was a little bit more tight. And I think maybe if it wasn't the 6 episodes, it would have been able to do that. That's my biggest opinion, is that definitely if it had been less than 6 episodes, maybe they would have been able to make it a little bit more tight and less of a nothing burger, essentially.
90-minute omnibus. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I may, Rain?
Frez, go ahead.
So, it's the holy grail of a traditional Doctor Who fan, just sacred spot on the shelf. It's pretty good. I do echo some of Kat's sentiments about the story looping and the way there's not much meaningful progress made until the end, but it's pretty good, I think. Davros is good. Collards are evil fuckers. Leopards get their faces. People get their faces eaten by leopards. Is what I meant to say. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
And I echo the sentiments entirely. I think this is also. I also think this is a pretty good story. I don't think it's the best classic serial. I don't think it's the best Tom Baker. That's City of Death.
Good pick.
Well, all Warriors Gate, but the point is there are others that you could pick that are better than. Even I think Pyramids of Mars is better than this. I might just be biased because mythology, but it's strange. I think that I hated Resurrection of the Daleks, and this is kind of similar, and yet I didn't hate it. It did make me feel miserable like that one did. Strange. But also I think that, this story, the modern era owes a lot to it. Like, Journey's End doesn't happen without this. Witches of Familia doesn't happen without this. The Time War argument doesn't happen without this. So the modern era does have a lot to owe this one for. For good and for bad. But overall, pretty damn good, and I'm going to pick it.
Nice.
Next time, then, Freezing Inferno has the board.
Lord have mercy upon our souls.
Hey, Rain, remember that thing you were telling me about, what's her name? Benton?
Yeah.
What did you tell me about her?
Oh. That she was replaced by a splinter of Clara Oswald.
I want to talk about Clara next time the Bells of St. John.
Good choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
Guest starring Frezno Medical Club Sylvia Embry.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's gremlins in the Wi-Fi, and they're stealing your souls.
Oh, the damn spoonheads. Oh. I've not watched this one for a while. I think it's pretty good.
You will believe that Stephen Moffat doesn't know how to use
Doesn't know how to use what, sorry?
a computer.
Yeah, I completely believe that, watching that. 100% believe that. So that's for next time then, but what's been going on in the past 2 weeks on your end?
My end? Oh, well, I did that post on Doctor Who series season 18, where I limited myself to using 500 words to review each story that season. I don't know if you two saw it. I think it turned out pretty good.
Great. I will link it in the description.
Thank you. I've been playing stuff on the Frezno channel. Over on Monday night, what even did I play last? I can't remember now.
UFO 50?
Oh yeah, UFO 50. Yeah, which has amazing, wonderful games, and then thinking, what kind of tribute to the old era is this? Some piece of shit that controls like a pig. What are you doing?
I like how you just basically skip every strategy game. Like,
I skipped one strategy game. I saw the dinosaur strategy game. I'm like, no, I'm out.
Like I said, you skipped every strategy game.
Give me a fucking platformer or something. Jesus.
Oh, they do. They do.
Grimstone is cool though. That Grimstone's neat shit.
A lot of the UFO 50 games are cool. But continue.
And on Thursday night, I played some things in the past 2 weeks. I played fighting games. I played Sailor Moon. Holy shit.
Oh my god, that Sailor Moon game though.
Oh god almighty. And then I played One Piece on the GBA because I'm watching a lot of Pluto TV. Solid game. Made several funny little jokes. Got some nice things planned for this week. That should be fun. But that's about all that's going on with me. What about you kids?
Cap?
Not much. Kris has finally finished redoing my little model, so probably going to do something with that soon. Just saying. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry?
We're going to collab on Utna.
Yes, we're going to have to collab on something. Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, not a whole lot for me. I've been exceptionally busy, so I've been trying to do what I can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a move.
Just keep an eye out for any streams. I usually announce them on Blue Sky just a bit before I actually do them, so it happens randomly. No, Mike, we're not doing a Hatful Boyfriend stream. I actually like Frez.
Wow.
Oh. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
Off the hook there, yeah, exactly.
Yes, it has been a running joke for quite some time, but I'm being nice.
If I remember rightly, you let me off the hook.
We're doing Holiday Star.
I knew it.
You know, the one with the fangirl cannon.
I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. Frezno's gone silent. Has just typed the word "no" in all caps in bold print in our chat. I want to know about that.
What are you up to?
You thought you were getting off lightly, didn't you? Nope, Chuck Tester.
I'm going to talk about Clara so hard in 2 weeks' time.
But that's not a threat.
Yeah,
Yes,
Clara.
I really like Clara. Cat likes Clara. That's not a threat.
Yeah, that's a perk.
You literally threatened us with a good time.
No, this is a threat. Kill the Moon was good.
Right, so moving on from that, then you can find us on Blue Sky in the links below. You can find us all on Twitch in the links below as well. We are twitch.tv/Rainiac /Freaky/Cognitive Usurper /The Kashiri. By
the way,
yeah.
Before you plug the books, since Kashiri's not here, I'll plug some stuff for him. Kashiri reviewed another Chemical game called Dragon, a dungeon crawler. It's really bare bones and kind of shit. And also, we're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh series together, Masochist Progression, where I'm currently getting my ass beat, but hopefully I'll be able to turn the tide in episode. Please, God, let me.
I love the fact you were cutting out there, but it's fine. Books by Back to the Empire Volumes 1, 2, and soon to be 3. We hope, we pinky promise, swear. By Lena from Vrina Mattia. By The Tower of the Trees by Sean Dillon. And by Shadow of the Garfrain, Volume 1, by a lot of talented folks, including Frezno, Lena, and Sean.
And in the book.
You're in the book. They gave you the Androzani story in the book.
Yeah. Speaking of traditional Doctor Who stories,
Yeah, but
I have your beloved hand.
But that one kind of rules.
It's a good idea. I think I have.
Traditional, yeah, because that was like the other character that survived.
Yeah. I mean, it was either technically it's either Perry or her. Yeah. And also, you know, it's fun. I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. It's funny. That was the one I feel I phoned like the most.
Yeah.
So what the hell do I know?
Hey, you got praise for it, so that was good. Yes. And unless anyone's got anything else they'd like to plug, I can't think of anything else. Because I've also been exceptionally busy.
Watch Symphogear. There. Say goodnight, Rain.
Oh, don't watch Symphogear.
One thing that I did, it did happen. I've been watching Destination X, which is now finished. And I'm not going to spoil who won it, but the right person won it. But a tweet of mine kind of went viral about it.
Oh my!
So that was kind of cool, I guess. But other than that, not really been doing a right lot because I've got so much like real life stuff to be doing at the moment, like gearing up for NaNoWriMo, gearing up for the month of December.
Non-specific November writing month.
That's still all right. Nano. Spemo, whatever it's called. November.
NaNoWriMo.
Gearing up for November.
NaNoWriMo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
NaNoWriMo kind of became NanoFafo, so that's kind of gone now. But yeah. And then gearing up for December. Yes, just December. The entire month of December.
Wrong month.
Well, that's tomorrow, so I'm right on time, actually, Kat.
Do you remember? We'll see you next time.
I do remember.
Anyway, Frezno already said say goodnight, so good night, and see you next time for, what do you pick? Oh yeah, The Bells of St. John, with Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman.
Clara.
Dog.
Fuck!
Wow, just to break the chain completely.
That's cat for you.
No, dog.
Meow.
Until next time, bye for now.